Hey, what's going on, everybody? Who 186 back again with another video. As you can see, this is the trailer, launch trailer for what's that game called? Death Stranding. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. It's a little windy outside, but yeah, you can see this is the trailer, and there's a lot to talk about when it comes to this game. And it is funny because I'm actually not interested in the game at all. I haven't seen really anything gameplay wise that would has got me interested. I don't, I'm not, I'm not shitting on the game or nothing like that. It's just nothing that has really interested me so far. But I can tell you that I'm sick and tired of people talking about this game on Twitter, and I'm going to explain why, because there's a lot of stupid shit going on with this game, and I figured, I might as well talk about this here. First thing first, let's start off by, a couple days ago, and I meant to do a video. I meant to do a video on this a couple days ago, but I never got around to it because I'm kind of being lazy. I ain't gonna lie. Um, the game, you know, Kojima made it clear on Twitter that the game was coming out on PC. It's gonna come out in a few days and on PS4 November 8th, I believe, which is a week away, and that the PC version finally confirmed is going to come out on is going to come out later early next year, right? I don't think they ever give an exact day, but it's going to come out early next year. So the PlayStation fans and fanboys alike went nuts. A couple of them even canceled their pre-order, which is completely stupid. Including one infamous fanboy. I'll talk about him a little bit later. And some of them were upset, saying that Sony lied to them and this and that. And to me, this is very similar to what happened with Quantum Break and some of the Xbox fanboys and shit like that. And to me, here's what I don't understand, right? Like, and now this is somebody, and I am somebody who do value exclusives, right? I've always said that exclusivity is an important thing for console gaming. It is the main. It should be the main deciding factor to buy a console or not. That's just my opinion. But to me, I also am not somebody who would not play a game because of exclusivity. If you get what I'm saying, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm not gonna play this game because it's not exclusive or whatever, right? I'm not that way. And I'm I'm not surprised that this happened, but it's also I'm not surprised. It's annoying to see people who you like acting stupid over this. So it is what it is. Me personally, here's how I look at it. When it comes to the PC announcement, I don't believe Sony owes you anything. I don't believe I don't believe that Sony owes you an explanation. Obviously, if you're gonna connect the dots, I believe that Kojima, coming off of his departure from Konami, I'm 100% sure that he wanted at least full control on this project, and he needed a company that was going to aid in him being able to fund. He needed someone to help fund the game, and needed somebody to you know to he needed somebody who can help him fund the game, so that he can make the game that he wanted, and he's chose Sony as a as a partner, and to me, that's perfectly fine. And I think that if anything, it's smart of him to do it, and it's smart of Sony to do it as well. Because at the end of the day, like, when you have somebody of Kojima's clout, wait, you're not gonna say no to what he wants. I'm sure he wanted to make the game for PC as well, which is perfectly fine. There's a lot of weird shit going on in this game. I am not gonna lie to you. But anyway, back on topic. why would anybody act like this is a bad thing for Sony to do? Or and obviously and people are like, well, I'm surprised this game coming out on PC. Me personally, I'm not surprised at all because this was always hinted. It was always hinted that he was going to bring this game to PC. And if people were confused by that, I'm sure Sony was very keen on selling you on the PlayStation 4 version of this game, not the PC version. And that's well within their right. If you got confused, that's on you. That's not on Sony. You know, at the end of the day, if you're going to get the game, the fact that this game is even coming out, you guys should be excited about that because when Kojima first announced that he would partner up with Sony, a lot of people, myself included, thought we weren't going to see his first project until PS5. At least that's what I thought. I think a lot of people thought that this was only going to be that this was going to be a PS5 title. The fact that you're getting it now, after what 3-4 years of his announcement, is a good thing. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that so the same game's gonna come out on PC. I don't see why that's a big deal. I don't see why that should be something that should be that should be what do you call it? What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? All right. Anyways, what am I gonna do here? I'll restart the trailer. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah. So like, to me, like I don't understand why you guys are. I don't know why people are getting so bent out of shape over this. Like I don't like. The thing is that, and then I had an argument with somebody, someone who I'm cool with. I don't have no issues with him, but he was going on and on and saying that, well, this shows that they're going to put all their games on PC and shit like that, and that's not entirely true. Like, this is not a situation when it comes to The Last of Us or God of War, because those are first party worldwide studios. Those games are part of worldwide studios. Kojima Productions has never been officially part of worldwide studios. It's never been the case. If you want to talk about Cory Barlog bringing his game to PC, or Naughty Dog or whatever, then we can have a conversation about that. But until then, this ain't it, my guys. This ain't it. And for those of you who cancel your pre-orders, you guys are fucking stupid. Because at the end of the day, this is the game that you wanted, right? You're getting on PS4. It don't fucking matter if it's on PC. You're getting the game first on PlayStation 4. It shouldn't be a big deal. And then you have people like JTech TV who canceled the pre-order. I wanted to confirm it so that I didn't want people like photoshopping shit. So I wanted to confirm it, and for one, I'm blocked, obviously. After that piece of shit unblocked me to talk shit, and then I decided to block him. I decided to block him, but I wanted to see if that tweet was real, and he has his tweets protected, which is not surprising. And this is the type of bullshit that I'm talking about when it comes to these fanboys, right? The same thing happened with Crap Gamer when it came to Quantum Break. These dudes are nothing more than propagandists. That's all they are. They're not gamers. They're just drama queens. That's all they are. That's all they are. And all they care about is generating a buzz for their lame ass channels. That's all it is. So that's all that is, right? So you had that, and then today the embargo lifts on Death Stranding, right? So the game currently sits at an 84 on Metacritic, which under normal circumstances is a very good score, right? You got a lot of good scores, but you also got a lot of scores that are not so good, right? That's what mid 80 games are going to get. You're going to get mostly very good scores, and then you're also going to get some not so good scores, right? Now, I will admit that the Metacritic score of this game is very, very, very bipolar. What I mean by that is that this game is either a 10 or this game's a 6, right? Like that's just how it looks like for me. There's a couple scores that I saw. There's one that gave this game a 35, right? And to me, according to what I'm seeing, I think from the people who are who like this, who love this game, and the people who don't like it so much, is that there seems to be a bit of a divide between the people who like it for the storytelling and the people who hate it because of the gameplay. Right? There seems to be everyone who seemed to like the game seemed to like it because it has an interesting story. And obviously, you look at all the crazy shit going on in the game. There has to be some intrigue going on with this game because this game is very 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 crazy from what you can tell, very crazy, right? And then you have other people who look up and say that the game's boring. And to be fair, um, the people who give this game perfect scores are saying this game is boring. So at points, so there's a lot going on here. There is a lot going on here, right? Now, for me, I don't understand how an 84 can generate this amount of very very weird. Like people are pretty much saying that this game is a flop because it has an 84. I guess a lot of people assume that since this is a Kojima game, that this game was going to get a 90. And to me, let me get out of here real quick. To me, I don't get that. I don't understand that mindset, right? Like, cause to me, like, there people need to understand that when a game, sometimes a game is very polarizing, and people need to understand that at the end of the day, like, you're not going to like the same game as anybody else. Right? I see people saying, well, oh, they're praising this game because it's a walking simulator and shit like and this and that. People use the walking simulator term. The funny thing is, you had games in the past, games like Journey, right? Games like Walking Dead. Those games are walking simulators slash interactive movies as well. But people don't complain about those games. But when Kojima makes a game like this, people tend to start to complain about that, being like, "Oh, I don't want art in my games and shit like that." And to me, like, I don't I don't get that. Like, because at the end of the day, if you're not interested in the game, you're not interested in the game. That's how it is. But to say that, oh, these type of games shouldn't exist is like, it's dumb. Like, because at the end of the day, like, so pretty much what you're saying is that you just want the same shit over and over again. That's pretty much what you're saying. All right, let me get out of here. Let me go back to the. Didn't I close that link down? One second. Okay. All right. Let me scroll down a little bit. Yeah. So, like, I mean, me personally, like, everyone is going crazy over this game and saying, using the 84 as a flop. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how is it a flop? The only thing that matters when it comes to this game overall is whether or not this game sells well. That's the only thing that matters. Right now, I'm on GameSpot right now. They give the game a 9. GameSpot has always been more notoriously harsh on games. Let me see if they have a video. Yeah, they've always been notoriously harsh on games, but they gave this game a great score. And to me, like, look, I don't have a dog in this fight because frankly, I don't give a shit about the game. Look at that. Oh, sorry, there's an ad playing. Um, no, a second. Give me 1 second. Okay, there you go. Easier to do that. Yeah, I don't give a shit about this game, to be honest with you. I don't know much about the game, like, because I don't understand the trailers and shit like that. I don't really care, right? But I'm annoyed with people who kind of run with some of these narratives that I have to kind of like debunk, like the whole the whole it's not fun factor, right? there's a lot of people who are going around saying that, oh, because one of the reviews, one of the higher end reviews, said that, well, while the game's not fun, and then it's like this, that, and whatever, right? They said a bunch of other stuff, right? Let me put it to you like this, right? I played Mario Odyssey a little while ago, right? The only thing about that game that really matters is, quote, the fun factor of the game, right? You jump around with Mario, you do this, you do that, whatever, right? It doesn't have any cutscenes, no real cutscenes to my knowledge. Um, it doesn't have any of the bells and whistles that a AAA game has in this day and age. It's a Nintendo game, right? And that's fine. If you like it, that's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with you if you like it or not. I was bored to tears playing that game. Bored through tears, right? The game wasn't fun to me, right? Now, a game. Let's take a game like Horizon Zero Dawn, right? There are moments of the game that are very fun. You know what I mean? Taking down robot dinosaurs is fun, but not every part of the game is fun. Now, I'm not gonna say every part of the game is boring. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh well, this part it sucks. That part sucks. No, there are certain parts of the game that are tense, right? Especially when it comes to me, and kind of like games when you play them stealth. Those type of stealth games are not fun to me, right? They're tense, right? Obviously you don't want to get caught or nothing like that. Yeah, those moments are tense. I apologize for the background noise. Um, Hopefully he's passing by. Like there's some games that are tense. There's some games that are scary. There are other games that like gaming nowadays has a different array of feelings that you have playing the game, right? Just because the game is, quote, not fun doesn't make the game not good. It just means that there are certain aspects of the game that are not fun, that are not, like if you enjoy tense, if you enjoy scary, if you enjoy like hard games, then that's fine. Not everybody has to feel that. Not everyone has to feel that way. But I also think that when people say that, oh, the game's not fun and stuff like that, I think people are kind of going overboard with people saying, trying to justify how much they like the game. I don't think it's that at all. I just think that there are certain aspects of a game that are more invoke other emotions, like sadness or happiness, and bullshit like that. We all know that. Like it's the same thing with movies. Like I'm not gonna like the most fun I'm gonna have watching a movie for me is gonna be like comedies, especially good comedies, right? When it comes to like scary movies, like that's not necessarily fun to watch, but for other people it might be fun to watch. But as long as you enjoyed your experience, I think that's all that matters. And for people saying that it's boring, I mean, I can't defend that. Like, if a game's boring, then the game's no good, in my opinion. But if it says it has slow parts, like lots of games have slow parts. You know what I mean? Like, there's other games like Doom, like Doom, for example, non-stop action. People call that game boring because you're just doing the same thing over and over again, even though what you're doing is you're shooting fucking monsters and shit like that. It's non-stop action. But even some people call that boring. So like shit, you can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? Like to me, all that matters is if you enjoyed your experience with the game. That's all that should matter. So I mean, to me, I just don't understand the hysteria going on with this game when it comes to and calling the game a flop. When one, nobody that I've seen on Twitter has played this game yet. The only people who have a right to talk about this game are the journalists, and at the end of the day, all those people are dudes with check marks. That's all. That's all they are. All they are dudes with check marks who's played this game, right? I'm not going to take their opinion as 100% fact, but I also am going to take their opinion a lot more seriously than random nigga on Twitter 1 and random nigga on Twitter 2. You get what I'm saying? So this game comes out in a week. I know a lot of you guys are going to be buying the game. I'm not. I'll see if I know a friend of mine who's big into the Metal Gear Solid games and big into Kojima. I'll ask him if he's I'll ask if he's gonna get the game, and if he gets the game, I don't mind seeing how the game starts and stuff like that. I don't mind seeing how the game plays. But for me, I just don't. I just don't think that an 84 for a Kojima game is a flop, especially for when he's trying to establish a new IP. And the one thing that I will say is that maybe some of the lower tier reviews, like the IGN review, ultimately those reviews could be a good thing for Kojima. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people accuse him of being arrogant and having an ego. And listen, when you made the game that he's made over the years, when you have the amount of clout in the industry that he has, it would surprise me if he didn't have an ego. But maybe, just maybe, that having that some of the lower end review scores may convince him to make some changes to the next game or his next project or whatever to incorporate, make the game a little bit more fun. You know what I'm saying? I like, you obviously you don't want him to make the game casual, even though I think he has a mode where it's like super easy. But maybe he can use some of the criticism as a way to make his next project better. You get what I'm saying? So, me personally, I just think a lot of the hoopla over it is much to do about nothing. You know what I mean? I think a lot of it had much to do about nothing. Same thing goes with the whole his game going to PC thing. I think at the end of the day, it's a game that's fairly polarizing. Either you're going to like the game or you're not. That's really all there is to it. Anyway, that's about it for the video. We've gone on long enough. This is Hoopy 186. I'm out. Peace.